Hello, and welcome to the world of Entity Point. Before we begin, I have a question for you. Have you dug through the trash? I'm the narrator of this story, detailing to you, the watchers, ever present, and to the players, the world around them, and the consequences of their actions. I hope you enjoy the story we have to tell. I know this looks different than the last time we met. You've never met any of these people before, like the last ones, though you're seeing them in a very different way than the others. We'll make it work. Before we begin, do any of the players have any questions? Perfect. Wait. What is this? The picture is not meant to be painted yet. This is not where we're supposed to be. You see a dark room. A chair is in the center. Someone is trapped inside. A strange machine is attached to them. Sparks fly as the machine overloads. There is danger and death, but of whom? Another presence is in the room, observing this occurrence. The presence turns, looking at you. You should leave. Wednesday, January 1st, 2020. Stop the test. Dr. Garrett rushes over to all of you, turning off the machines. You are disoriented, taking several moments to become fully aware of your surroundings. You find yourselves in a large room with 5 strange machines. These machines appear to be chairs with headsets attached to them. All of these machines have wires and tubes connected to the large monitors, and each of you are sitting in one of these machines. Let's go around the group for a moment. Ariel Holmes, please describe yourself to the watchers and to the other players.
Ariel Holmes is a young woman, early 20s probably, judging from looking at her. She has short, dirty blonde hair, more leaning towards brunette, blue eyes. Her hair is cut very short, just kind of like a military haircut, a little bit longer than that. She's wearing a light green shirt with pants that almost look like scrubs, but not quite. It's more just very plain. She's got palish skin, about average height. Not that you could tell with her sitting down, but I think you're muted.
I am. Kimberly McKenzie, please describe yourself to the watchers and to the other players.
Kimberly is about 20 years old, shoulder length, wavy black hair, brown eyes, not terribly imposing, but a curious glint in her eye.
I see. And finally, Nam Sanam, please describe yourself to the watchers and to the other players.
Based on previous tests, would Nam have his hands bound?
Yes.
Or not? Okay. Bound to the chair is a bald young man, couldn't be older than 20. Maybe even in his young teens, as in or older teens. He wears just a button-up collar t-shirt, no brand, no logo. It seems to have plenty of wear and tear to it, so probably older. Seems to fit. Wearing classic blue jeans, nothing more. and their finest pair of tennis shoes that can be found on the street block. Bound to it, very restless, flickering his eyes whenever we all come to.
And there are two others in your group. An older man named Oscar and a young woman named Faye. Oscar is a man in his early 50s with short, graying blonde hair, a scruffy beard, and circular glasses. Faye is a young woman of 19 with long, bleach blonde hair and very striking green eyes. In the room with you, other than them, is Dr. Wayne Garrett. He is the the head of the Sparta facility that you are all a part of. A 38-year-old man with neat brown hair and a mustache, wearing a gray button-up, black vest, and a bow tie, with thick, square glasses. All of you have been the headsets have been taken off of your heads, and Nam, your arms have been unstrapped as by several of the orderlies inside. And Dr. Garrett stands near the center of the room. I apologize to all of you. Something went wrong with the machine while you were inside. Luckily, no one was hurt. But it would probably be best if all of you went to the courtyard as we try and get this figured out. Are you feeling okay? And he looks to each of you.
Yeah, I'm feeling okay. More contained today.
That's good. Ariel, Kimberly, Faye, Oscar. You see Oscar groans as he pushes himself up out of the chair. What kind of bullshit are you putting us through, Doc? Again, there was something went wrong. Machine, but it's perfectly fine. We had safety measures in place. And you still put us in it regardless. Medical negligence. That's what I always say. You say that every day to Oscar. And Oscar just stands up and follows one of the orderlies out. He looks to the the four remaining. Ariel, are you okay? Anything go wrong for you?
Nope, just peachy. Same old, same old.
That's good. That's good. Kimberly, are you fine?
Same here. Nothing of note.
Faye is not a very talkative one, but she nods as Dr. Garrett looks over at her. I'll have to go to recess early today. I apologize. As several orderlies go over and help you out of your chairs, if you at least accept the help. We'll figure out what the problem is, and we'll resume testing tomorrow.
Oh, don't work too hard on it.
We'll be doing our best, as always. Are you all cooperative as the orderlies escort you out?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And they take you out into the courtyard, which is a large, well-kept outside area with a couple activities. There's maybe some games to play, a table here and there, and an old bus off the right side. Seems to be abandoned. Still working, but God damn it. Camera stopped working. There. My camera stopped working. You fucker.
It's fine on our end.
I know. It froze for some reason.
Hmm.
God damn it.
Froze on
Worked
a funny
perfectly
face too.
fine.
Yeah. Definitely froze for 3 of us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Krishi's actually the only one working. Your microwave is saving you this time.
Very
My
odd.
microwave's not even being used.
That's why it's eating up the radiation from the stream.
What happened to the fail safes?
I had.
They're failing.
God, we're fine.
1 fixed.
I
2
am moving
fixed.
again.
They're all fixed now. Fixed them.
3 fixed.
I don't know what I did for Nam because I didn't touch anything. But it just started
tends to
working
just
again.
happen. It tends to just happen.
Okay. You are now all out in the courtyard. If any of you would like to, please roll scan the area.
Well,
First roll of the game.
yeah, no pressure.
No pressure.
All the pressure.
Also, I will say that I am observant, so I get a +1 ongoing for scan the area.
Yes, you do.
Oh, I should probably bring up the rules so I actually know what skills use what, huh? Maybe, possibly.
I mean, if you were using one of the new character sheets, you would know.
No,
Yep,
mine's
pretty
good.
sure I'm gonna roll first.
No, I got it. Double sixes.
Okay, so what
definitely
did you
paying
get?
What to scan the area use? Hold on.
Cognition.
Cognition. I have a 0, but I get a +1, so that's a 13.
You got 13. So you hold 2. If you have the rules
On-
up, you can ask
got
one of
'em, yeah.
those questions.
Oh boy. I don't know what the negative repercussions is, but even with a +2, I got a 5 in total.
Understood. It's specific.
You get experience.
You do get experience. Your first roll, and you get experience. Isn't that lovely?
I feel so useless.
But
already.
according to what the rules say, something learns more about you. We'll get to that. You
I've
have
got
2
an idea.
questions, Ariel.
I do. I would like what is hidden here?
Okay. As you're looking around, because the courtyard is basically where you're allowed to do nearly anything you want. They've given you that luxury. You notice 2 specific things. One, as you're looking around, you've been out here many times before, and I assume you may have probably kept track of all the cameras, which there are many, or at least there used to be. You would notice there is an odd lack of cameras compared to the rest of the complex, and compared to how it was yesterday. And the second thing you would notice specifically is that there are a few various bushes for some more scenery than just flat plain. But you would notice seemingly either fallen or buried into one of the bushes is a small key card.
Yoink.
It's simply but it doesn't have a name on it. It just says level 2.
She will nonchalantly, hiding it from the cameras and from everyone else, pocket the key card.
Okay. And Kimberly, what did you get?
9 total.
Nice. So you can ask one question. Do you have the rules up?
Yes.
Okay. What would you like to ask?
Would I have noticed anything weird with the cameras or no? 'Cause
You
that will
probably would have
influence.
noticed.
Okay. What happened here?
Based on various things you've heard, it seems as if some rule came from far beyond Dr. Garrett to remove most of the cameras in the courtyard. Seems to be the main thing. So you basically you notice that cameras and you basically remember why there are a lack of cameras. And Nam.
Glad we hit all three
I-
spectrums.
I have one more question.
You have one more question. I forgot about
Go.
Well,
That's fine. I thought
don't
you were
worry,
just
she's
bouncing
protecting
between
you
us.
for a moment.
Got you. Ask what happened here. What kind of person was here, specifically in the area where the key card is?
Definitely wasn't one of the scientists, but based on what the key card looks like, it doesn't look like one of the orderlies either. It must have been someone that had been here, probably from the UEG without actually being part of the facility.
Okay.
And finally, Nam. You fail.
Yeah. I am horribly. Somehow
fail.
mathematically difficult to accomplish.
There are two things I would like to say first. One,
Mhm.
do you remember the description I gave at the beginning of this session of the things that were seen?
Mhm.
You specifically saw them, Nam. That was your premonition. And then you find yourself, you kind of get this very familiar feeling. You find yourself in a dark interrogation room. You're sitting on one side and there's a door behind you. There was an empty chair on the other side and there's a door behind that. This is a very familiar place for you.
What was it that Kimberly said? What was it that Kimberly said? I just gotta focus, breathe.
And you get this feeling, Nam. And I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
What is my best way in?
Do I know this voice?
It is less of a voice and merely a presence.
Mm.
You feel this question being asked without any voice saying.
There's no way in. There's no way out. Just stationary.
Unfortunately, the presence is going to need more than that, Nam.
I don't know. I really don't. I wish I could tell you, but whatever got in is here to stay. They just were there.
Very well. And you come to, back at the courtyard.
Eyes just darting back and forth.
Now, for Ariel and Kimberly, Ariel, you were probably a bit too preoccupied looking around and finding that key card to notice what just happened to Nam. Kimberly, were you doing anything?
Just assessing if anything else has changed in the courtyard.
Then you probably would have noticed it just looked as if Nam just spaced out for a good 10 seconds.
Oh, you're sorry. Yeah. In relation to that, yeah, would have noticed that.
Yeah. And Oscar has gone over to one of the other bushes and is basically digging through it, while Faye is just sitting over on one of the tables. What would you three like to do?
And we're the only ones in the courtyard, right?
There is one orderly at the door to the courtyard.
The courtyards don't have bathrooms, correct? Or do they?
This one does.
I am going to go use the restroom and stare at the mirror, wash my face if able.
With a look that is very much not your own staring back at you. I have one question, Tyler.
Yes.
When in scenarios where Nam is in control, would you like me to play Manic?
Sure, I think that'd be fun. Then we can do it vice versa too.
Yeah, basically.
100%. I'm down for this.
So you're looking in the mirror and you see Manic staring back at you. The other mind inside your own. Giving a crooked smile. That wasn't me, you know.
Oh, and I'm supposed to just believe you?
Oh, trust me, if I was asking you those questions, you would have heard me.
I guess that's true. Look, I told him the truth, though. I don't know how that exists. I don't know how any of that is. I just know that it does. So, unless you do, we're at a standstill there. With whoever
Maybe
it
I
is.
do, but he didn't ask me.
Well, do you know?
I might.
Okay. Look. What happened during the tests? Why did we suddenly stop? Do you know that?
You had a vision and it broke it. You took over the machine. Whether you liked it or not.
That's not true. There's no way. It's designed for people like us and them. It's nothing that strong would have been able to do that. With no.
Believe me or not. I don't care.
I'm just gonna splash my face with water and I'm gonna go to leave.
Alright. Outside. Ariel and Kimberly, what would you like to do?
Our sleeping arrangements, are we all in one like barrack type thing, or do we have individual rooms?
You have individual rooms that have been basically sectioned off. It's effectively one barrack, but there's walls.
It's like a
separate.
hallway? Oh, okay.
Kinda.
Ariel's gonna go over to Kimberly. Just walk up to her. Never had that happen before.
You experienced something too?
Oh, I mean just the machine freaking out.
Yeah.
Did you have something weird go on?
Did you have something weird?
I would tell you if I had something weird go on. There's nothing weird that goes on with me. Ever.
Just for you, Kimberly, because of what you can do. Right before it happened, you felt the machine scream.
That seems crucial information.
Something wasn't right with the machine.
Well,
I don't know how to
obviously
explain it.
it broke. Obviously there was something wrong with the machine.
There's more than I don't know. There's something off with it. I don't know how to
Hey.
explain it.
Anyway, you're good with information and finding out information and all that shit, right?
Yeah. Why?
She's going to like cross her arms, but at the same time like take out the key card and like sneakily pass it to Kimberly.
Still
Found that.
like
Yeah,
where those like pocket it.
found that. You might want to look into it.
I will see what I can do.
It's probably UEG. UEG.
Think whoever did all that to the cameras dropped it.
Don't know.
Is it complete? Is the courtyard completely devoid of cameras now?
You're muted.
You're still muted.
Yeah.
God damn it. I keep forgetting to do that. So there is one camera that's facing most of the courtyard, but it can't get all of it because it's one camera.
Okay.
And how many approximately did there used to be?
There used to be maybe 6 or 7.
What are we about? Like, what got us into the facility? In general, like,
What?
is it discouraged for us to share like powers and stuff like that? Like,
Oh no, it's not.
Or,
It's
like-
not discouraged.
like in the facility itself, but not above game.
It's not.
Okay.
It's not discouraged.
Okay.
It is discouraged to use it everywhere. There are certain areas where it is greatly discouraged to do, specifically the room you were just in. But the courtyard is more acceptable.
Okay. So, if I could do something with this key card, with what you found, what did you have in mind regarding it?
I mean, if we could figure a way to use it to leave or find more information, that would be great. It's a level 2. I don't know how many levels there are, but it's better than a level 1, I assume. I assume the higher numbers are better. I could be wrong. In which case it's good either way.
There's a cat on my desk.
It's a floof.
I'll see what what I can do, and Kimberly's gonna like walk off to one side of the courtyard, just kind of like watch where everybody else is at.
Okay. And after a few moments, Nam walks back out of the bathroom. Space is a little wet.
Yeah. Ariel's gonna go see what Oscar is digging in the bushes for.
Okay. So you walk over to Oscar. As you walk over, you can tell this bush is not as well kept as the other one, mainly because Oscar digs in it quite a bit.
What you looking for today, Oscar?
They told me there was gold buried here.
Who told you there was gold buried here?
He just points at his head, then points at the sky, then just starts digging again.
Okay.
I
Well,
think
good
there
luck.
might be a way out through the bush.
Why do you think that?
I don't know. I just got a feeling.
All right.
Did you
Well,
find the key card?
how do you know about that?
Well, I put it there. That's why
Where'd you get that from?
I took it.
From?
There was a UEG guy here yesterday, and he left it.
What was he here for?
I don't know. Probably the cameras.
Why are they taking cameras? That seems
I don't know.
opposite of what they want to do.
You think they'd tell me anything?
Yeah, well, you're the oldest one here.
Yeah, it don't mean I've been here the longest. It'd probably be
That's,
you.
yeah, probably. Well, what's the key card for?
I'm not sure. I didn't get a
Gave it-
chance to go looking around.
Right. Well, I gave it to Kimberly. She's pretty good with those things.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a good person to have it. She knows good places to snoop.
Well, good luck with that gold hunt.
I will. I'll let you know if I find any.
Yeah, make sure I get 10%.
Yeah, I was never good with math.
That's all right. I'll let you know what 10% of it is. She's just gonna kind of wander to probably in relation to the orderly. Where is the camera at?
It's probably right above the door. And he's standing right
And the-
next to the door.
Okay. She's gonna like kind of glance at the camera and figure out where one of the blind spots is against the wall
Mm-hmm.
is, and just go stand and lean against that wall.
All right. And what would like the other two if you would like to do?
I thought I was the crazy one, but Oscar definitely takes that cake.
You be
Digging
nice
up.
to my friend Oscar.
I mean, man's digging in a bush for gold. I think Nam would be sitting at a table, probably in view of the camera, just to, I guess, stay within sight of it.
Okay.
Not really doing much else.
And what are you doing, Kimberly? got eerily quiet.
The theme today is just muted mics. It's fine.
Yeah.
So Kimberly's going to just casually and without trying to draw too much attention to herself, sneak over to her little spot that she has in the courtyard.
Can you roll hide from view,
Um,
which is plus swift?
so 7 on the die. Different numbers this time. I have rolled 3 7s, so I guess that's lucky. Uh, plus Swift, so +1, so a total of 8.
You hide, but bring attention in your direction. So, are you going over to the bus?
Yes.
Okay. So basically, you go over to the bus, unlock the door, but as you're closing it, it closes with a little bit. It's a little bit too loud, like a little screech right as it's closing. It's like, and the orderly just looks over there, just walks a
Alrighty.
little bit over in that direction. He's
I,
no longer standing by
duck
the
down.
door. He's staring near the a little further past the door.
So I'm in the bus now?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Duck down in the seats until, or at least for a couple minutes.
And Ariel, you would both notice that you would both notice that Screech and the orderly is now over closer to the bus. Kimberly, would they know that's kind of your hiding spot?
Not at this point.
Not at this point?
Yeah.
Okay. So you just heard the bus screech and then the orderly moved a little bit. Just looking around in the middle of the courtyard.
Do we
I'm
know this
assuming-
orderly's name?
This orderly's name is Charlie. He's probably around your age, maybe a little older.
Hey, Chuck, what's up?
You can tell he notices that you yelled to him, but he's purposely not responding.
Chuck.
It's not my name.
Oh, we're doing it. Charles.
Only my dad calls me Charles.
What if I'm your dad? I have powers. You don't know. You don't know what I could be.
I know you're not my dad.
Says who? Your dad.
And me.
Maybe that's just what I want you to think.
Uh-huh. What's my middle
Mhm.
name?
Ray.
No. Can I help you with something?
It's Charles Ray.
No, it's not. Can I help you with something?
You left the door unattended.
There's a camera.
Yeah, if you're right under the camera can't see you. So someone could sneak through the door without the camera seeing them.
Do I get the impression that Ariel is trying to distract Charles?
Yeah, you don't need to roll anything for that. You've gotten that vibe.
Then I kind of want to. Ariel's been good to me, so I want to try to help with just a little bit of a jinx.
Okay. Can you roll Jinx?
All right, so spirit. 5, 9 plus 2, right, for spirits? Yes. Okay, so that is 11.
11. Perfect. You get 2 hold. Which means you do not have to do all of those things right away. You do not have to spend both of that hold right away, but since you have 2 and you're trying to use 1 right now, you can use both right now if you would like, or just 1.
Then clarification on that. It's when you jinx a target. So does this have to impact Charlie, but or can I do 1 and 1, or do I have...
How I do it is basically you can do 1 on Charlie and then you have 1 to spend at a different...
on Charlie or just in general?
Just in general.
Oh, okay. Then I'll do 1 on Charlie.
Okay. Which one would you like to do?
So can you help me with what forward means? So would this be a forward situation where he's trying to investigate something? Would that
Basically,
be based
minus
on a
1 forward means on his next roll, he doesn't have rolls, but we're just going to count it as quote unquote interfering with.
Okay.
He just... It would be, if he was rolling, he would have a -1 on his next roll.
Ah, gotcha. Then I'm just going to interfere with what he's trying to do and have him trip on his shoelace.
Okay, so Ariel, you're talking to him, being like, the door's right there and you're not.
Mhm. Yeah.
And he's trying his best not to let you get to him. He's like, I please just step away. I'm trying to do my job. And he just
I'm
takes a
not
little
even near
couple
you.
steps back, and he trips on his shoelace and falls on his back.
See, I wasn't even near you. I'm way the heck over here. If you had just stayed by the door,
I'm fine.
You
I will
wouldn't have-
go by the door.
good.
That
I
make you
feel a lot
happy?
safer. Yeah. That way you don't lose your job because you didn't let us escape, and no bad guys come in. I'm just
No bad
thinking
guys
of
will
you,
come in
Charles.
anyway. And it's
Like, I
Charlie.
believe that. Thanks, Chuck.
He walks back over to the door.
She's been standing against the wall the entire time, not any indication of moving.
Yeah. But for Kimberly, the orderly is no longer he
Okay.
no longer can see you.
So I'm gonna go to the seat where I have my little tablet hidden,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to check on the status of anything I have sights on.
Okay. You would probably have access to cameras in the courtyard and in
Okay.
testing room, cafeteria, big area, open areas like that. Probably.
Okay.
Is what I would say.
Are there many that are no longer functional?
Yes.
Approximately, like quarter of them, half of them.
Well, specifically most of the ones in the courtyard.
Okay.
But you would notice that the one in the courtyard seems to be pointed directly at the bush Oscar is digging in.
Interesting. And then can I use the tablet to figure anything out about the key card?
How would you like to do that?
I don't know. Do I have any sort of like camera on the tablet, or is it just like on the tablet itself?
Yeah, probably.
Would I be able to take a picture of the card and discern anything using any kind of technology on the tablet?
Probably not.
Okay.
All the information regarding the key card, it would be specifically UEG stuff. You do not have access to.
Do my cameras, like, are they live feeds only, or
No.
can't? Okay. Am I able to scan back to see when the technician would have been working on the cameras?
Yeah, you can do that. So you basically scroll back a little for however long. It seems as if it was done like in the middle of the night. And you see this technician. We're taking off one of the cameras, and he sits down for a little bit. And whenever he stands back up, you see that his card falls out of his pocket. Under into the bush that Oscar is digging in currently. And you scroll a bit further, very early on in the day, before any of you should be awake, you see Oscar going in, finding, like, it seems as if he was searching for that key card, finding it, and then moving it to a different bush that is not on camera.
At this point, would I be able to use the connect the dots roll or no?
Yes, you can.
How might this this should connect to the bigger picture?
So the mystery of the key card specifically.
Like Oscar, like, yeah.
There, I believe there would be a different question for that.
Okay.
That would be: is this person connected to the current events more than they're saying? I feel like that seems to be fitting more what you're trying to ask.
Okay, let's go with that one then. Yeah.
Okay. Based on what you can see and thinking about it, there was no way Oscar should have known that that was in that bush. When you do see him, it seems as if he was looking for it specifically, looking for that key card. So he must
Did he have it?
No, he must have known that it would have been there.
So knowing that Nam sometimes gets like a weird look on his face, would I have noticed like any kind of weird expression on Oscar's face? What, like, as he went to the bush?
Other than it would be like determination. You've probably never seen something specifically like that on him, but it's not too out of the ordinary. The look on his face.
So it looked like him, like,
yeah.
His feet, like his way of holding his face was not different.
No.
Okay. And then the last question, I don't know if does the technician himself look familiar?
No.
Okay. I will rehide the tablet and everything and tuck the key card in with it for now. And then I'll go back out into the courtyard.
Okay. And luckily the door does not screech this time when you open it.
Are the doors facing the courtyard or away from the courtyard?
The doors are facing towards the wall of the courtyard.
Okay. Just kick around for a bit while I think about what I saw.
Okay. What would the other two like?
So, this is probably one of the first times that I've had like a premonition.
Yeah.
Right. So, I don't necessarily know what to make of it. That room with the chair, have I seen that room before? Like, is it familiar to me?
You're not sure. It felt familiar, but you're not exactly sure why.
Okay. Um, I think Nam would be going to towards Ariel rather slowly. It's a lot of like, maybe I shouldn't, maybe I should, and then
It,
ultimately decides to go up towards Ariel.
mhm.
Ariel, uh, I wanted to ask you a quick question. Do you, you've been here the longest? I've only been here for a little bit over a year. And does this sound familiar to you? There's like a dark room, a chair in the middle of it, and like there's electrical components around or anything like that. Does any of that sound kind of familiar?
Does that sound familiar?
Can you roll cognition?
Sure.
I will. Can I? I'm gonna give you one forward for that jinx, that other jinx roll
Yeah,
that I've got.
Oh, that's much needed. But won't help me. That's a 5.
a 5. You think as hard as you can. Not really not sure. That doesn't sound familiar to you.
Nope. Never been in a place like that.
I haven't either, but it's just I don't know. I saw the room, but I've never been to the room. It just feels oddly familiar, and I think with the tests going wrong and machines breaking, what I saw is scaring me a little bit. It's like I'm getting stressed out thinking that something bad might happen. I don't know. It's just odd. Machines never broken down like this.
Maybe it's a good thing.
No, these tests are what's going to tell them what's wrong with me.
Nothing's wrong with you. Do you think that's why you're here? Because something's wrong with you? Does that mean there's something wrong with all of us?
Well,
What's wrong with me, Nam?
not, I didn't mean it like that. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
It was more like I just want to know. I don't know, and that's what's scaring me. Once I know, then I can at least know.
Nam, they're not gonna tell you. They're not gonna tell you what's wrong with you. Once they find out their information, they're gonna keep it to themselves. They're not gonna tell you.
Then why are we here? Why am I here?
So they can have information. So they can use it.
I, I can't believe that though.
If they wanted to help us, if it was for our good, we would have a choice in the matter, right? Like we'd be able to leave if we wanted to. We wouldn't be under armed guards all the time.
So are you saying that I put myself in jail?
I didn't choose to be here. That's all I know.
Okay. Sorry. Thank you. I don't know.
Hey, Nam,
Yeah. Hmm.
there's nothing wrong with you.
Thank you, Ariel.
You, yeah, you may be different. And that's not always a bad thing, though.
Well, all I know is that I think someone gets hurt in this chair. They were sitting down in it, and suddenly sparks were flying in the room. It's like something was short-circuiting and they were trapped in it.
Do you think that's something that's going to happen or something that has happened?
I don't know. All I know is that for the first time, I heard someone else's voice. Well, not voice. It was more like a thought.
When you saw this happening, or
Mm, Both. Someone told me to leave, and then a little bit ago, someone asked how to get in.
was it the same person?
Was it the same
Is
person?
You're not sure.
Are
They
you
were both
multiplying in
they
there
were
now?
both silent.
Right. It was like I had like a feeling
Yeah.
of what they wanted. Yeah. It.
Damn, are you multiplying in there?
No. 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 He doesn't know. He. It was not him. He said, but it's different. It was just like something there. Don't even know if it was someone. It was just something.
This was when you were out of the chair the second time, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. This was in the bathroom.
Kinky.
He might find that to be the case, but I find it very disturbing. It's just so much is happening, and it's with everything that's going on, this machine breaking, and what I saw. I, it's put me on edge, and I think something bad is going to happen. I don't think that this has already happened.
It was just one chair that you saw, right?
It was sitting in the center. That was it.
So it's not like our chairs.
Mm-mm. It was a chair in a room that was dark by itself.
And you didn't
And
recognize the person?
it was dark. I don't think I would. Do I?
You couldn't make out any distinguishing features.
Didn't think so.
Did they have boobs or no boobs? We can start narrowing this down.
Uh, I really couldn't tell. All I know is that they had this thing attached to their head.
We have things attached to our head all the time.
Well, yeah, but it was a strange one. It's not the same thing that we wear. It was different.
Maybe they're starting to do different tests.
Well,
Talk to
regardless,
Ariel about it. She can find things out.
I am
Your
talking to Eric.
Ariel.
The other Ariel, you know what I mean.
You have someone in your head too?
Kimberly. No. Yes, I do.
I'm starting to feel a little bit more normal already.
Oh, go talk to Kimberly about it. She can find the stuff out. She's
Oh
good
yeah,
at
where
that.
is Kimberly?
Ollie coming
She's
out.
just going
out
to
from
give
around
her
the
a
bus for
look,
that.
give him a look like, are you for real? Like,
100%.
As if on cue, Kimberly walking around the bus.
So that's what you were doing with. Okay, that makes more sense now. I'll just wait for Kimberly to not look as busy or hasty. So I will just wait.
Probably sit quietly for a bit before walking back towards Ariel.
Okay. And after a few moments, you see Dr. Garrett enter the courtyard. All right. I believe we've fixed whatever the issue was, and you are welcome to come back inside. If you would like to stay
I
out
don't
here
want to.
for a few more minutes, that would be fine. But it will be
Please,
lunchtime
yeah.
soon. If you would like, and if you would like to eat, you will have to come inside.
Is the food good? Like, out of character, do they give us good food?
Good enough.
Is it like school cafeteria?
Yeah.
Hey now. Hey, my school cafeteria food is amazing. I
Oh.
had tachos for lunch today.
Oh, you're not
What
getting
the
those.
What the hell is a tacho?
It's like nachos,
taco
but with
and
tater
nacho?
tots. No,
Do we
it's like
get-
tater tots instead of tortilla chips.
Do we
So
get walking
just tater tots
tacos?
covered in cheese?
And meat and beans and rice.
That's basically just tater tots. That's not tachos.
Tater tots,
Just a
I'm
more
in. Let's go.
Americanized version of
It
like
does sound good
poutine.
though. I don't know, Ariel. You've eaten. This is basically all the food you've had your entire life. So
That's true. She's bored of it. She's
It's-
over it.
I
I want to
wonder
try
even
good
why.
if
food.
it is good food, you're probably like we've had the same
Oh, what's
thing
on-
every day for the
Hey,
past.
hey Chuck, what's on the menu today?
I don't know. I didn't make the food, and it's Charlie. We're having chili today.
Was that Garrett that answered?
Yeah.
Ugh, I hate the chili.
Is that why Charlie's so chilly today?
Charlie just is glaring at basically all of you, even though you've done half of you haven't done anything. And Garrett's just, I believe that is just his mood.
Maybe
Would you like to-
maybe we should have hot dogs instead.
We can have hot dogs tomorrow.
Toasted or boiled?
Which would you prefer?
Not boiled.
Toasted.
Is it? It probably wouldn't be the smartest decision to eat before tests, right?
We won't be going back to tests for today.
Oh,
No.
Because the machine went wrong, I'm going to give you basically the day off.
okay.
Or
I'm okay skipping dinner personally, unless you two want any. Well, I'm gonna stay out here then. I think it's kind of nice.
Very well. Would anyone else like to stay out here?
Ariel will go in.
Okay.
Would we be coming back out into the courtyard or no?
Probably at a much later point in the day.
I'll stay out here.
Very well. Oscar, Faye. Faye quietly stands up and goes inside while Oscar can. He hasn't even noticed that Dr. Garrett is outside. He is still digging in the bush. I will take that as a no. All right. We'll bring some food out for you. I don't want you starving on my watch.
So kind.
Oh, you already went inside. You can't comment on that.
She'll stick her head back out. So kind.
A window
Oh.
slides up,
Ariel and Faye head inside.
so Oscar hangs out here.
Oscar, Kimberly, and Nam are still outside. I'm going to stay with Ariel for just a little bit. So, Ariel, you're led into this large cafeteria, which is much larger than for 5 people. But you do presume there are other groups in this building. some you just have not seen. And you get your mediocre chili in your opinion. And sit down, and Faye does the same, though probably at a different table. There are a couple orderlies in this room. And Dr. Garrett has also grabbed some food and is sitting at the table with Faye. Would you like to do anything?
She will be eating, like, not enthusiastically, but just like, what else is there to do and eat? She'll be watching Garrett and Faye, see if they're talking, or if he's trying to talk and she's not.
Garrett is talking. She might say a word or two every once in a while.
Can she hear what they're talking?
Faye's rather quiet, and Garrett is trying to do the same.
Yeah, I think she's just gonna eat. And yeah.
Very well. Outside, Kimberly, Nam, and Oscar. Kimberly and Nam, what would you like to do as Oscar continues to dig in this bush?
Hey, Kimberly. Ariel gave me some advice and said that to ask you in case you might know, but does a does a room with a chair in the center in the dark sound familiar to you? Just that's it. That's all it is.
Does that sound familiar to me?
Roll
Or anything
cognition.
I may have learned about? That is 10 on the die, so 12.
Okay. In fact, you have. There is one subject kept in a room like that. Not one that any of you have met, but you do know is the one who has been here the longest out of any subject. All you know is they are referred to as Subject 0.
Don't know a lot, but I know they're the first of us. Would it have been here or?
Yes, in the Sparta
Yeah, okay.
facility.
In Sparta, okay. So yeah, would have been the first of us here. I don't know anything really beyond that.
Okay. I'm starting to get a little bit more worried. I didn't really know that someone like that was here. Um, well, I'm worried that something bad is going to happen.
It was adorable.
He's stressing out. Um, I I saw something when we kind of woke up from the machine, and it's just sticking with me. That room, there was someone strapped to it, trapped in it, and there was a machine on it that was sparking. It was on their head, sparking. Sparks were flying everywhere, and something like a presence was there, and it was just. It felt like whoever was in the chair was going to die, and I don't know why or how I saw it, but I did. And like, I know that you've interacted some with Manic, and Manic said that he's not the one that talked to me during that moment. I didn't hear someone, but I felt like there was this urge to do something else, like to leave the room or to run. And when I went to wash my face after the machine, that's when Maddox said that I saw something that broke the machine. That's why it went down. And I don't want to believe that, but you're confirming that this room does exist, and that's really another thing asked me how to get into the room. And I'm now thinking, were they talking about the room with Manic and I, or were they talking about the room from the vision? Because I don't know either. Do you know where those rooms tend to be?
I don't know much beyond what you've seen as far as this place. Uh, what point did you see the sparking and everything?
I mean, it was pretty much instant. It was just like I saw the room as the state it was in. I don't think there was
And
a pause before suddenly there were sparks. I think it was I just saw the room in sparks. Person screaming in the chair, writhing.
I don't think the person was the only things like, well, if they're writhing, they're probably screaming. I don't think that they weren't the only thing screaming.
What do you mean?
Like the, I felt the machine screaming. Like, and I don't know if what you saw was related or if it was just your experience in the machine or if maybe it was happening at the same time as what happened to us or I don't know. I'm just not like then like all these cameras get taken out like
It's weird.
overnight and then this happens. Seems a bit coincidental to me, but makes me wonder if something was wrong with the cameras or something. I don't know. Supposedly, it came from higher up than Garrett to deal with these cameras, but
What if they need
I
the
don't know.
power? Like having the multiple cameras was routing too much power out here, and they need it for something.
Would I know if that would be like a decent amount of power pull from the cameras versus it being diverted elsewhere? Like based on
Um,
the number of cameras that I saw go like down.
there was certainly more power put towards the cameras than others because of the amount of cameras, but it probably not enough to warrant removing them.
I don't know that they would have been pulling enough to like justify removing them to divert the power elsewhere. But maybe. I just
I'm just worried,
it,
I
it's
guess.
just
Just
it's
stressing out about it.
yeah, it's weird and I don't like it. But I don't like a lot of the stuff here, so nothing new. Same old, same old. Um but what about you? You said you talked to Manic.
Yeah, he was saying that he didn't say those things. That he wasn't the one talking to me or urging me or however you want to call it. So it's the first time that someone else or something else influenced my thoughts, and that was in of itself terrifying. I don't know. I mean, it was. I feel like it was more like a joke, but Ariel did say that maybe I'm multiplying in there, and yeah, no. I think that whatever happened is coincidental, but I still think something bad's gonna happen. I don't know if it's gonna be today or if it's gonna be soon or
Do you think that whatever happened with Machine and you seeing things and me hearing things, like, do you think that was the machine prompting something in us, or something in us prompting the malfunction of the machine?
I mean, from what Manic said, it was this image that I saw that caused the machine to break. I don't know if the screaming is tied to that or if it's something
Another
else.
coincidence. Another coincidence.
Right. So quick clarification. Was the person actually in pain in the chair or were they just stationary?
There was it was effectively not enough time to know if they were in pain. It was simply
Okay.
there, shocks, death.
It's it's possible that I might be just imagining that they were screaming, but a lot was going on.
It wasn't you or Manic screaming?
No, definitely not. I don't mean, again, I have a pretty active imagination. It might be just getting some of these ideas wrong in my head. Um, I don't know if it would be wise. Maybe we should go get food.
You want to hear another coincidence first?
Oh, yeah.
See the bush Oscar's digging in?
Yeah.
Tech who took out all these cameras just so happened to have a key card fall out of his pocket, bounce into that bush. Somehow Oscar came out early, just so happened to know to go right to that bush.
Hmm.
Then re-hit it in the other bush. But he seemed to know exactly what he was going for. Now he's digging around in the bush again. So
That is very odd. Do you think that maybe the person dropped it intentionally, and that's how Oscar knew?
that's what I'm wondering. When does a series of events stop and a series of coincidences become something more?
A pattern. I don't know. I'm not really big on confrontation, especially accusations. Uh, but answers need to be found. Um,
Ariel gave me the key card. It's safe for now, in case they come looking for it.
well, what do you want to do? Should we go talk to Oscar or should we? I was trying to be subtle, but should we go inside and try to sneak around?
You talking with the key card or just in general? 'Cause I'm
In
always
general.
good for sneaking around in general.
In general, I think we might be able to actually find something out there. Maybe even see the room, something. Maybe I'll feel this urge if I'm getting closer to where it happened.
Sounds like a nice little break from testing vacation, staycation day.
So we can talk to Charlie and have just say that we're going to go get food. Maybe you could convince him of that, but I don't. I don't know. He might just try to go ask for someone to escort us.
You want to see if Oscar wants to join us, or just leave him to his bush?
I think he's pretty occupied. I don't know. It's weird that he kind of knew about the key card thing. I don't know. I just feel like I know I can trust at least you and and birthday girl over there. Oscar's just kind of weird. I feel like Faye is probably safe too, but I don't know. I kind of keep to myself from those two.
Yeah. Honestly, you're the
Yeah.
one I talk to most in here. Ariel a little bit, but
Well, thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah, let's see what we can find.
works for me.
So are
Hey,
you going
Charlie.
to go back inside?
Well, we're gonna go
Yeah.
with Charlie. Yeah.
What is it?
Would you like to keep putting up with our nonsense out here, or can we go in and get some food?
Please go in and get some food.
Thank you.
I can deal with just
Only because
Oscar.
you asked so nicely.
Oh, thank you.
Then yeah, we'll make our way towards said cafeteria.
Are you going to go grab Ariel?
Isn't she in the cafeteria?
Yes. I'm just confirming.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So
don't know.
after a few moments, Kimberly and Ham walk into the cafeteria where you see Faye and Dr. Garrett sitting by themselves and Ariel sitting alone with her food.
And cake.
Why'd she get cake?
Because it's her birthday.
It was my birthday yesterday, actually.
I know we
But
talked
we
about
didn't.
it.
I know we didn't get to do my cake yesterday because the game took forever.
Oh.
I blame Aaron for that.
I do too.
It was an Aaron Games.
It
So
was.
it's his fault. I know. I know it was. It's his fault.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go in line to get chili.
Yeah.
Whether it
You
tastes
grab
good or
chili.
not, regardless, I'm not necessarily hungry.
Is there at least some sharp cheddar to put on the chili?
Yeah. It's not just
Okay.
chili. It's just the main course.
I will properly top the chili. And I will go find a seat, ideally around Ariel.
Okay. And you do so.
Yeah, and I'll just follow Kimberly.
So, Ariel, Kimberly, and Nam have sat around you at your table.
You know, there's a whole cafeteria that you could sit in, right?
The cafeteria didn't ask me to find stuff out for them.
And the
Well,
rest of the
maybe
cafeteria
I
didn't give me
did.
advice.
Do you talk to
Sorry.
the do you talk to the cafeteria, Nam?
No, God, no. But I mean, you did give me advice, and I did ask Kimberly, and well, dots are kind of connecting.
Coincidences are stacking up. Weird things are stacking up.
You don't really seem phased by it, though.
I mean, considering where we're at and what everything that goes on here and what we are, weird things are kind of to be expected.
Suppose that's fair. Yeah. Well,
So what'd you find out? What coincidences are adding up?
Kimberly, you can go ahead.
So kind of quietly just recap what her and Nam talked about as far as Oscar, the key card, and whatnot.
Well, Oscar told me that the UEG person left it. Which I guess he did in a way.
Yeah, but was it an arranged item drop, or was it Oscar somehow just knew to go look for it?
That would be an Oscar question. I mean, Oscar has been in here for a long time. So I don't know if he would know any people on the outside. Like, if he just came in.
Do you know much about what his deal is?
That would be for him to tell you.
What you gave
Oh.
me is somewhere safe for the time being.
Did you find out anything about what it goes to or anything?
Not with what I have. Only that it came from the camera tech.
This is just a thought, but a level 2 card might be enough to get into a room that Subject Zero is part of.
I assume Ariel knows about Subject Zero.
Yeah, I summarized that whole conversation. Do you need me to summarize
Well,
again?
No. I was asking if Ariel had already known about Subject Zero
Oh,
prior
okay.
to being informed about Subject Zero.
Yeah.
Us newbies, me and Faye, don't know shit. So
Do you okay, how many do you think a level 2 would be able to get there though? I mean, I would assume that it would be a level 10 or 0 or whatever way they go. Do the orderlies and the doctors, their key cards, do they wear them on like those lanyard zippy thingies?
No, they carry them somewhere on their person.
Okay. Have we seen like Dr. Garrett's key card before?
Yeah. Dr. Garrett's says level 9.
Okay, so it presumably goes up. Level 2 is not very high.
There
I don't know.
are
wait,
there many doors that are above level 2, or like? Well, okay, let's start here. What level is our range of exploration?
Or do we know?
You
I'm
wouldn't know.
assuming we don't have key cards. Well,
It's
wait.
not like a video game where it says above the door level 5 required,
No, it's one of those where you have to swipe it and then it
and
finally
it'll tell you.
says no or yes.
If
Is
this was
that-
dropped
Okay.
by someone that was removing the cameras, presumably they would be able to see the security footage, right? So maybe because there's more than just cameras out in the courtyard, right?
Right.
They probably have cameras on Subject Zero at the least. We might be able to find them through that. If we can find where the, I guess, center console is.
My access is just our section in the courtyard, right?
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe if I could get around cameras elsewhere, I could link up with them. But
Hey, Kimberly, did any other cameras go missing?
I think Patrick said no. I think.
I said most of them were in the courtyard.
Okay, most of them went in the courtyard. Yeah. Maybe some of them, but the
I
vast
would
majority were
like
definitely in the courtyard.
I would like to scan the area, I guess. I guess none of the. Can I scan the area and ask a different question?
Yes.
Or I'll tell you what I'm trying to do. She's just looking around, noticing if there are fewer cameras here in the cafeteria.
Okay.
Like, I don't want to ask a question. I just want to know, are there fewer cameras? That's cognition. That is a 9. So
No.
same amount of cameras. Okay.
Correct.
Have the types of cameras changed at all that I've noticed?
Yes.
Like that.
Am I able to discern how?
They seem to have been updated.
Cameras are different. A bit fancier to keep an eye on us. Not sure how exactly, but there's definitely something different about them.
I don't know. Something's gonna happen in this room. It's just hairs are standing up on my hands. I wonder
Meg.
if I'm willing to just roam. I mean, I'm new here. Punishment likely isn't that harsh. Not that I would know.
Well, if you get caught.
Right. Right? Ugh. I knew I wasn't gonna eat, but now I've, like, butterflies are stuck in my stomach. Something is rattling around.
I'm just slowly like eating the cheese and oyster crackers off the top of my chili.
Yeah.
That's me in real life too. I don't like chili. I eat the cheese. Like,
Yeah.
so I don't know. We came in wondering if you wanted to join us, Ariel, in kind of snooping, sleuthing, if you would rather have that definition.
What's your plan if someone catches you?
I don't have one. Explain that it got lost.
Then it would be better if I'm not with you.
I can throw him under the bus saying that he wanted to check things out and we just want to make sure he didn't get in too much trouble.
Well, fair. I mean, that is 100% true. I could say that Manic switched. That something happened and I got stressed out and freaked out.
I mean, we did just have the machine malfunction.
Yeah. Why don't you guys go ahead? I will stay here and make sure Garrett is at least occupied. And then you can use your getting lost.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, decision's yours still, Kimberly. You could also not come if you don't feel comfortable.
No, I'm always up for finding new things out about this place.
Then tally ho.
So Ariel will stay in the cafeteria to make sure Garrett doesn't go wandering.
Yeah, as soon as they get up to leave, she's gonna go over and plop down like across from Garrett next to Faye, because I assume him and Faye are sitting across from each other.
Yeah.
So she's gonna like clunk her tray down pretty loudly.
Hello, Ariel.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I mean, as best as can be expected with my oh so important research being interrupted with the machine malfunctioning.
It was very important. We are very close to figuring out where your powers come from.
Are you gonna tell us anything about that?
Yes, whenever we find that out.
Well, how do you know you're close?
Intuition.
Hmm. Where do you intuitively think our powers come from? Where does Phase come from?
Oh, we don't know. And even if we were, I'm not at matter to discuss other people's connections.
Connections? a
Wherever
weird
the
way of
power
saying
comes
it.
from, their connection. They come from somewhere.
I thought they came from like cells or
No,
atoms.
that's where your ability to have the power comes from. It's not where it comes from.
Hey, Faye, what can you do?
She looks over at you very timidly. She just looks
It's
back
okay.
at her chili.
You can whisper it to me. I'm not gonna tell anybody. Does Garrett know what you can do? Because that would be embarrassing if he didn't know what you could do.
She nods.
Do you know what I can do? Um, how about I tell you and you tell me? We can have
You
Garrett
don't
unplug
have
his
to tell
ears.
her if you don't want to.
Garrett, I'm trying to make a friend here. She's not been here very long. I have to be friendly.
All right. Be friendly. If you would
Thank
like
you.
Faye to tell you, please roll influence their actions, which I
Just
know you're
charm.
so good at.
I'm so yeah. Obviously, I'm so charming. Yeah. Let's see if I had it. Oh, I forgot that I had a. Dang it! I forgot I had a +1 to scan the area earlier. That's fine. Whatever. That is a 7, even with my -1.
A 7. Okay. And that means they'll do the bare minimum.
All I want is for her to tell me what she can do.
She timidly looks over at you again. I um, I can Dr. Garrett calls it belief inducement.
Dr. Garrett, what does that mean?
Belief inducement is the ability to affect what one believes.
That's
Not
a pretty
simply
cool
as
power.
in, for example, if Faye was strong enough, which at the moment she is not, she could affect what you believe that you are seeing. For example, she could just control that you cannot see me because you believe you are not seeing me.
Fascinating. That's a really cool power, Faye.
Thank you.
When did you find out that you could do that?
Um, I was very young, and my parents sent me or gave me to the UAG.
You remember your parents, though?
Not really.
Mm. So were you in a different place before this?
Yeah,
Was it nicer than this place?
it was around the same.
Garrett, can we like paint the walls different colors or something so that like we're different?
What color would you have in mind?
What color are they? I'm assuming they're white or like an off-white.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's okay.
You know, the most comforting color.
Yeah.
Hospital white.
Gross.
Neon green.
Ooh. I think we should brighten things up and have like all the colors, right? Like
That
bright
wouldn't be
colors.
brightening things up, seeing as I think the brightest you can get is white, but
No. Yeah, but white is so boring. It's not even a color. It's like all the colors. Well, can we do like a yellow? Like a bright yellow. Not like a gross yellow, but like a neon yellow.
and how long would
Like,
it take
kinda-
for you to get sick of living in a yellow building?
Probably pretty quickly. And then we just change it again.
I can't. Unfortunately, I'm not in charge
Garrett.
of the budget, so I can't just change the colors.
Fine. Can you bring it up at your next business meeting?
I'll bring it up.
Thank you. I know I'm your favorite.
Of course you
It's
are.
okay. It's okay, Faye. I'm not actually his favorite. I know you're his favorite.
She can do belief inducement. That is quite interesting.
Do you find mine interesting, Garrett?
Yes. Are you sure you know exactly what yours can do?
Not really.
I do.
People tend not to tell me things. They call me abrasive, pestering.
I don't know why they would think that.
I don't know either.
Would you like me to explain it to you?
Sure. In plain language, your education system is
Your power
not the greatest here.
is power augmentation. What do you think
That's an
that
awfully
means?
big word. I don't think I've been taught what the word augmentation means.
This isn't exactly what it means, but what your power can do is make others' powers stronger.
So I could make Faye make you believe that we're not here.
Yes.
Interesting. But I don't actually have any powers of my own, though.
Your power is to make others stronger.
But I'm useless on my own, is what you're saying.
I'm not saying you are useless on your own. No power
But
is purely useless on their own.
But you just said all I can do is make other people stronger. And if I'm by myself with no other powered people around me, then what am I going to do? Make myself stronger so that I can make somebody else stronger who's not there?
Perhaps there are things you can do that I have not figured out yet. Powers have multiple uses, you know.
No, I don't know. Like I said, people don't tell me a lot.
And I would have no idea why that is.
I don't know. Chuck doesn't like me very much.
Probably because you call him Chuck.
It's a nickname. It's a term of endearment.
So is Charlie. That is his nickname. And the
I
name
also
he
called him
chooses to go by.
Charles, and he said no.
If the name he chooses to go by is Charlie, why would you call him anything else?
Terms of endearment. Like, can I call you Dr. Gary?
But my name is not Gary.
I know, but it's short for Garrett.
If you would like to call me Dr. Gary, there's not much I can do to stop you. Whether
What
I
about
like it or
Dr.
not.
G?
If you would like to call me Dr. G, there is not much I can do to stop
Yes.
you. Whether I like it or not.
What do you call me behind my back?
You're Ariel.
Do I have a number?
Unfortunately, I have to give you a number so that the higher-ups know who I'm talking about.
Oh, they don't want to know names?
They have names, but there are many names, and they can't be bothered to remember all of them.
Ah, you're talking my language there. Higher ups not being bothered about things. What's my number?
You are subject 27.
It's a lot higher than I thought it would be.
Yes, because there have been 26 subjects before you.
I know. That's why I find it weird.
Between the two main facilities, we keep the number between them. Not all of those subjects that I have just said have been at the Sparta facility.
Huh. Can you tell me phase number? Is she
Phase
the newest
number.
one, or is Nam newer?
Faye.
Okay. So what's phase number? If that's okay with you, Faye.
Subject 30.
Only 30?
Yes.
Figured there'd be a lot more of us between the facilities. Since that whole have to know about people.
Yes. There was some recording issues in the other one.
Did they duplicate numbers or something?
They started going with letters for a little bit.
Dr. G, that sounds like an awful mess, and I'm so sorry for that.
Well, I didn't have to deal with it, so not
Yeah,
my
but now
problem.
the numbers are all set up. Like, surely there's not just 3 people between me and Faye here.
No. There are more.
I was number 27, right?
Yes.
This is Creech forgetting. Okay. That's what I wrote down.
Yes, there have been more, but again, they decided something went wrong, and the automatic filing decided to go with letters for a little bit.
Letters seems like a worse way to go.
It is.
Because then once you get to, you can only have 26, and then you have to start repeating, or like double A.
Subject AA,
Which-
subject,
Aren't those bra sizes?
I believe they are.
Cool. You can go to the other 2 at any point in time.
I know. I'm well aware. I was seeing how long you could take this.
Oh,
And apparently
I
it
could go.
was, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes.
yeah. Oh, I can keep going if you want.
No. You decide. You saying I can cut to the other 2 means you were done.
Okay. No, I mean, I
Um,
still have more questions.
Oh, I
but-
know. Kimberly and Nam.
It was
Reach
interesting.
runs out of questions.
Yeah, what are you talking about? This is not. That's not normal.
Kimberly and Nam, you had left the cafeteria. And outside the cafeteria, there's a long hallway with several doors on either side. What would you like to do?
I don't know, do we just kind of start looking? The doors don't have windows to them, I'm assuming.
Not in this hallway.
Well, I have done a bit of linking around,
Mm-hmm.
get information and whatnot. Between that and knowing where the cameras are, I'll kind of lead the way a little bit.
Okay.
Well,
So-
lead the way, but not by being the leader. Like, Nam is ahead of me that way. It looks like if we do pass cameras, I'm following him. But
Okay.
I'll be like, turn right here, turn left here, under my breath.
Within distance to be like giving direction.
Yeah.
The subtle leader.
Eventually,
Yeah, and
you come to this not large in comparison to the cafeteria, but still a decent sized room. And it is filled with what appear to be these pedestals with glass containers on them. Each one is filled with a vial. Each vial has a different colored energy inside. But
so
there are
I've
about
learned
eight of them.
I've learned like one thing about this world, and that's that color is a big deal.
Color is a very big deal. I assume
It's
you
the
got
only
that
thing I
from the
know
other
about
game.
this. Yes.
Color is a very big
Only
deal.
bit that I know about this world. Nav,
So-
not a clue.
So what colors are there?
I'm glad you asked.
I
Give me a
better write
moment.
this down.
There is. One of them is black. One of them is maroon. One of them is cyan. One of them is white. One of them is purple. How many is that? My brain forgot.
5.
Okay. One of them is blood red. One of them is a lighter blue. And one of them is teal.
Are there labels?
No.
Are there pictures?
No.
Are there numbers?
Yes. From 1 through 8.
Wow.
Would they be in the order that you gave it to us?
Yes.
Perfect. I already got it from left to right then.
Sick.
I don't bother about it.
But there is no one in this room. And there's a door on the other side.
Do I see the strange machine by chance?
No.
Okay. I'm basically going to be keeping an eye out for that. Because am I correct in assuming it's different than the headgear
Yes.
that we wear? Okay. I'm keeping a very distinct eye on that. If I can try to find that. This stuff, weird. But we already got other problems.
Okay.
Was the room with the person strapped down big, or was it just kind of like a small
It was
room?
rather small.
Do we go through this, or do we keep looking?
Are the pedestals hooked up to anything, or are they just standalone?
They're hooked up to tubes into the wall.
Is there a door going in the direction of the tubes?
What?
Is there a door or hallway or anything going the same direction as the tubes?
Yes.
Um. Do we want to go that way? If we can?
Yeah,
She kind of like points at the wall.
sure. Shot in the dark. Random shot in the dark. Were the sparks of a specific color?
Red.
Mm.
The same red as
Mhm.
the vial.
And each one of them is hooked up to a different thing, right?
Yes.
Can we trace the... Are any of the pipes going off in different directions, or are they all going into...
They all seem to be heading the same direction.
Okay, then... That... Energy... Because it looks like, what, energy, or like
Yeah.
a liquid or something in this? It's like an energy, okay.
It's a strange.
That...
You definitely tell it's energy, but it's somewhat liquid or
Weird. It's like plasma.
basically, yeah.
Um... Yeah, we should follow that. The sparks that were in the room are the same color as that red one, that blood red one.
It's not concerning if you are worried that worried about that person.
I'm more curious, I guess. It seems like another coincidence, but I don't have anything to go off of for that. Let's maybe hurry. It's weird that they're just kind of all set up and nobody's around.
All right. Try and follow the pipes.
Tiptoeing.
All right.
Would I have any other additional information on the vials and or what might be held within them
No.
based on what I found? Okay.
Can I roll? What is it called? I guess there's not really a move faster option, is there?
No.
Okay. Then can I scan the area to try to keep in the correct direction for this pipeline?
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
This won't be a question. This is more you keep focusing.
Yeah, I want to make sure that we can go as quick as possible and not get distracted, sort of deal.
Okay.
Mm. Okay. That's 6 plus 2. So 8.
Okay. So you go through various rooms that are mainly just housing for these tubes to go through. Then you come to another room where all the tubes converge, or all the tubes disperse into different directions.
Okay. Tracing where that blood red one was,
Mm-hmm.
which direction did that
That
direction
one
go?
goes off a little bit to the right.
We're going this way.
I'm following you, getting lost.
I don't know where I am as I'm fucking following a trail.
And
I
you're
don't know
moving
where I'm at.
through, and you come to a door. There's a thick metal door with a hatch at eye level and a spot for a key card.
The hatch is at eye level. Can I pull it? Or is it on the other
Yes.
side? I want to look through it.
You see the exact room you saw in your vision. But
Is there
it's
someone in there?
yes, it's a little easier to see than it was last time. You see this feminine form sitting in the same thickly green colored gown clothes as all of you are. With this large, thick. It's somewhat like a VR headset, but it covers her entire head down to her chin. And there are tubes coming off of it going into the wall directly towards where the blood red tubing.
Is there anyone else in the room?
No.
Try your key card. Someone's in there. They're already strapped up.
somewhere safe right now. Can I just poke around the scanner? And I don't completely understand what I can do,
Uh-huh.
but
You let me keep going. Oh my god! Why the fuck are we out here?
I said I put it somewhere safe.
What's with you? This is somewhere safe. I missed that tidbit that you didn't have it on you.
No, it's in the box.
Oh, that's funny. That's really funny.
So, can I discern anything from the panel, or am I able to interact with it in some way that isn't going to get us alarms blaring?
Okay. I need you to roll use power.
Um,
First use power roll of the entire show. Because the in-person group didn't get powers. You're
I
better
got a
than
Karish.
them.
I got a Karish roll.
So
I
how
got
much did you get?
3 on the die.
3? I would like to remind you that you do have tokens.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Do tokens, are they
They are
a pass or are they a reroll?
so 1 token is +1, 2 tokens is +2, 3 tokens is +3. Now, I should have said this earlier. In fact, I will let you redo the whole thing if you would like.
Okay.
You can spend tokens to use power. 1 token is a 7 to 9. All 3 is a 10 plus. You can
I
either
guess I'm
I will allow you to re-roll use power, or you can use tokens instead.
So using all 3, it's
It's 10 plus. Your power works as you intend.
okay. Let's do that.
Okay. So you
I'll
no
spend the
longer have any
tokens.
tokens.
I guess I'm confused on what use power means in comparison to like use moves. Because I feel like Jinx is a using power.
Because
but
of how the insane playbook works, all of your powers, all of the things you can do are just in your moves.
Oh, I'm getting it now.
Yeah,
Okay,
the other
I see
2
what you're
have to roll
saying.
use power. Yours is just
Gotcha.
rolling
And
your
I
moves
mean,
that can do power, like things.
basically, anything that uses spirit is
Anything that
pretty much
uses spirit is effectively power.
Yeah, because spirit's +2 down the whole board. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you.
Though, rolling use power is also what you roll for objects that do powered effects.
Mhm.
So, like, so if you're using, let's say, a machine that causes a force field and you're wanting to make it work properly, you roll use power.
Gotcha. Cool. Okay.
So, Kimberly, you are now able to make the door open,
10.
and the door opens.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alright. Um,
Did the machine talk back to Kimberly?
It was just in her mind.
Oh, interesting. Fascinating. If she gets the door open, I'm going in to see, I guess, who this is, first of all, because I couldn't even see.
So you enter the room and you see this female form with the strange head device on. There's a large 0 on her chest.
I think this person might be someone familiar. Just a hunch. Uh, Something about an O, though. It's weird. The letter O.
Is it an O or a 0?
um, is there like a way to remove the harness or anything like that?
It's very hard to tell. It seems as if this machine was built around her head.
Is there any other machinery in here, or no?
It is simply that.
Can I try to wake? Is she unconscious?
It seems as if she is.
All right. Well, first off, I'm gonna remove any bindings that are on her.
Okay.
Figure that's step one.
Yeah, you can easily do that.
I'll try to. I'll try to wake her.
Are you like shaking, or
Sure. Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
do that.
it?
Wait.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
No, not like in character.
Oh, oh. So what? What? What?
Let me look at this first. Just
I mean,
you said sparks.
right, but I feel like once the sparks start, it's gonna be too late at that point.
Yeah. Well, what if when she wakes up, it starts throwing sparks?
Oh, oh, you're right. No, that's a good point. I'm gonna stop.
Can I see, or am I able to figure out anything based on the headpiece?
It's similar to the ones you guys wear. Whenever you're in the Nexus machine, but it's thicker. It covers her entire head. Yours is mainly like a VR, just the VR section, just the top of your head. This covers her entire head, and the tubes are connected to the wall.
Is there any kind of like locking mechanism or anything like that, or is it like literally like bolted?
It seems as if it's bolted together.
Weird question. Could I jinx the headpiece?
Potentially. Would you like to roll Jinx?
So, okay, so from the premonitions thing as well, I have +1 forward. So
Yes.
that
So you will get a
applies,
+1 to this.
okay, on top of my normal
Yes.
+2. Excellent. Thank you, weirdo premonition face. Nice. It's a good start. 5, 10, 13.
13. Okay. You have two. Two hold.
Okay, I want to. I'm gonna be. I guess I'm not necessarily because I had to target a person. I'm assuming, or I guess it's target.
Basically, how I kind of do it is if you're not trying to target a person, you're just trying to interfere whatever the thing's trying to do.
Okay. Then I would like for. Oh, it's so weird that bolt that is used to keep that attachment. The person screwed it on too hard, and it stripped the screw, almost like you can wiggle it out.
Okay. So Kimberly, as you are examining this headpiece, you see that one of the screws seems to be extremely loose.
And just kind of knock it out of the way.
You know, it just pops right off. It seems as if that was one of the screws holding the whole thing to closed. So would you like to open
If would we be able to get it off by opening it?
it? Yes.
Let's do that.
While he's doing that, I'm keeping an eye on any machines in the room.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna be working on getting it off, holding that other one that I have for Jinx. But yeah, I'm gonna be trying to move this thing off. It's big and bulky. Is it heavy?
It's very heavy.
All right, well I'm gonna push it to the
Imagine
floor.
it, if you will, a very big, similarly styled, very big reverse bear trap from Saw.
Oh, good.
In
I was
terms of
imagining something from Mojo
thickness,
Jojo. So I was imagining a huge cylindrical thing just on the top of it. Bunch of pipes coming out of it. I hate that even more now. This place is equally as bad.
but you do
Yeah.
manage to take it off. Where you see this middle-aged Asian woman with graying black hair. She is
Alright,
unconscious.
with the thing off, I'll prod her face a little bit. Wake up! Wake
What?
up!
What the fuck?
Hi.
Who are you?
I'm only just now realizing just how weird this is that I'm standing over you while you're waking up. Okay.
Where am
First off,
I?
yeah, that's what I wanted to know. Are you Subject Zero?
What the hell is a subject 0?
That's
The big zero on her chest might be a small indicator of that.
What the hell am I wearing?
okay. These are important questions for later. Uh, some of them that just to note, we saved your life. Okay, we gotta leave.
What? Okay. Can we. Who are you?
My name is Nam. Um, again, sorry for the rude awakening, but yeah. Look, we don't really. I don't know if we have a lot of time. Um, we should at least step into the other room. Maybe not here.
Okay. She tries pushing herself up, but her legs seem to be far too weak.
Oh boy. Oh no. Uh, I'm not strong. I cannot carry you. Um,
I
who?
am.
No, no.
Who are you talking to?
It's a long story. So listen. Really, should we should we tag team lifting her, or do you feel confident in doing that?
I can
No.
try.
I think the better question is, where are you going to hide her?
See, that's a problem in of itself
That's a
that
question
I
for
think,
later.
yeah, currently she's safe as far as Nams is concerned.
Yeah.
I don't know if this room's gonna explode now or something. That's later problems.
Okay.
Listen, we think that helmet's not going to end well for you, so let's
Okay.
find some way for you not to be by it.
Well, my legs don't seem to be working very well right now.
Is the headpiece doing anything? Like, are lights coming on or anything like that?
Lights to begin to start flickering.
Oh no. Okay. Okay. That's really bad. I think it's coming soon. Uh okay. Do you have any ideas, Kimberly? Anything?
It, what is the last thing you remember? Like, get what information we can.
Um, Last thing I remember was the UAG grabbed me, kidnapped me,
Sounds about right.
and then I'm here. Where is here?
One
So
of their facilities.
yeah. So where is a good question, but yeah,
Oh,
we're in a
great.
facility.
I
Uh
love being in an eco life facility.
uh well, how are we gonna get you out? Uh
You would have definitely taken of note that she called it an eco life facility and not the UEG.
oh, that's an important distinction. Yeah, let me mark that.
When did they take you?
What?
When did they take you? What
Um,
year?
What year is it?
What year is it?
Currently it's 2020, I think.
Oh yeah.
$2020. God damn.
It's
Been a
doesn't
fucking
sound-
long time.
When were you taken?
Last thing I remember last year was 1996. I think.
So you've been here for a year or two, at least.
A couple.
Just a few.
Just
Oh.
a few.
What?
You've been here longer than I've been alive.
How old are you?
I'm
How old am
a little-
I?
little over 20. Not to be. Do I need to make a stand my ground?
Please do.
Oh boy. Fuck. What is my stand my ground stat? That's grit? Oh, that's not great.
Oh no. I know. I know it's not great.
I literally can't succeed.
What did you get?
The first one's a 1.
Oh,
If I roll
no.
I can't even a 6 puts me at 6. No, I got a 1.
Do you have any tokens you can spend though?
Even if I were to spend all 4, I have in total 2 1s. -1. I will get 5.
He
Oh, never
cannot
mind.
succeed. Nam.
Okay. With the lights kind of starting to flicker, whatever device this is starting to come alive, there's just a moment where hearing, "Oh, I've been here for 24 years. Nothing, no big deal. It's fine." This is all just starting to pile on. And I guess something that's racing through his mind is like, how long has other people been here? Is this Subject Zero, or is this just some random person? What is Subject Zero if they've been asleep for 24 years? What is all that junk that was in the other room with all the weird plasma? And I think there's like a moment where his heart kind of picks up, and suddenly he finds himself in that interrogation room.
And you see Manixie across from you. He's leaning against the table with his elbow, his hand in on his chin, resting his head. Hey. Is it my turn now?
I don't have much of a choice, right?
No, you don't. I was just trying to be polite for a second.
Don't just don't do anything drastic.
Don't worry. I'm not gonna kill anyone this time. I promise.
Do I notice him like
Spacing
zoning
out?
out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Going to curse under my breath.
Nam will come back to a faint, just crick of the neck, popping his joints. Whew. Now this is something. This is something.
What the hell just happened?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a pleasure to meet you. Name's Manic.
What the fuck?
Let's get you out. Let's get you out of this chair. And I'm gonna just do like a fireman throw over the shoulder,
Yep.
or attempt to. Would that
Attempt
require
to.
anything? Or
Roll brawn.
no? Roll brawn. Okay.
Just see this poor woman across the room. It's fine.
Oh, well. Okay, so in total, I got an 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
1,
you
5, 6.
do you do, but you're slightly struggling to keep her on your shoulder.
A little bit of a heavier one, aren't you?
Oh,
Well,
fuck
let's
you.
get you. Let's. Hey, Kim. Nice to see you. Let's. Probably best that we leave.
And I've interacted with him a few times now, right?
Yeah.
Probably enough to
Yeah.
at least know that it's not Nam.
Oh, good. You're here to be useful. Come on.
Well, useful's one word for it. But yeah, no, I saw that whole thing too. It's a doozy. You really don't want to see it, which is why we should leave.
You're talking the.
Hey,
Yeah,
can
the whole
can he
head
put me
explosion
down
thing.
or take me somewhere, please?
Well, I mean, your legs don't work. I could put you down and you'll fall on the floor. Would you prefer
Okay, can you at
that?
least take
Or
me somewhere else, please?
yeah, we're on the works of leaving. Calm down. It's fine.
I'm
And
gonna.
yeah,
Yeah. To the door.
let's get out.
So you're heading towards the door. Where you see standing there is a tall orderly. Or at least appears to be an orderly. This is definitely the one whose job it is to make sure you don't do things like this. He's crossing his arms. What are you
Nope.
doing?
Yep. Got it. We're in trouble. Out of the room. If we can talk about it, just let's
Put her
step out.
down.
Once we're out of the room.
Put her
Here's a
down.
really dumb question. Is he
Mhm.
in the slit of the doorway by chance?
Yes.
I do have one more thing
You
of Jake.
do.
I would like to cause one harm.
Okay.
Okay, here's a question on harm. Harm
Mhm.
is like each person's got like a level of harm, right?
Everyone
Based off of this.
every one of the players has, I believe, 8 harm. That is
Mhm.
how much damage you can take. You have 8 slots of harm. You have taken
Right.
0.
Right. I just Medic's not one to hold things back. So yeah, we're just gonna do that. I'm gonna have the door
Mhm.
just a quick singular jolt, and the door is gonna just kind of malfunction, unfortunately, on his behalf, and just go
And just
hit him a little bit.
slam.
But on top of that, now tell me if I can't do this.
Mhm.
Manic is clearly a sadist of some sorts. I'm gonna. Can he use kill the soul to increase the level of harm?
Yes you can.
I will spend 3 tokens to increase it by 2. So it'll
Okay,
do
so you
3
deal
things
3
of harm.
harm to this man. Okay. So you see Kimberly, you see as the door slams against this man and you hear a loud crack as he slumps to the ground. He starts spitting blood out of his mouth, holding his stomach. Manic, you are sure that you have broken this man's ribs.
Oh, that's a delight. Now
Medic
you sit
harm.
tight.
Harm, not kill. Harm, not kill.
He's not dead. He's fine. I'm just gonna do like a quick get her back further
Yeah.
up onto my shoulder, and I'm just gonna walk past him nonchalantly.
Is the helmet? Did he fall in or out of the room?
He just I would say into the room.
Is the machinery acting up still?
Yes.
I would like to try and pull him out of the room.
Okay, I'm gonna need
By
you
his
to
foot.
roll stand your ground. Or
I'm
let
sure
me actually
it'll-
no. I believe it is. It is. I think it's stand your ground. Yes.
I'm sure
roll
this
stand your ground.
negative. The negative's gonna be fine. Sure, you're fine. Don't worry about it.
It's not
Very first
influence their
session, you
actions by
guys killed
pulling.
someone.
Look, I didn't kill him.
No, but she
He's only
might.
hurt. It's fine.
3
A 3?
You were close. You know.
double twos and -1
Yeah,
on
it says
grit. 'Cause
just
it's
be
grit,
prepared
right?
for the consequences. So you go
Oh.
over, you grab this man's foot and start to pull him out. You trip, falling on your back. The door to that room closes, crushing his legs. As the room begins to spark, as you hear screaming from inside. And eventually the screaming stops. And the sparks do as well. And the man has stopped squirming.
Well, that's no fun.
I'm definitely blaming you for that.
By all means. Gotta take credit where it's due. But let's not stick around still. We should get moving. I don't know where to put her.
Was there anything like looking like a closet of some sort?
Not in this room.
No, like in the walk in the hallways where we.
Yeah, there's a closet in the room with all the vials.
Oh God, I don't want to put her there. I don't even think we can get in there.
It might be the only viable action for us right now.
Well, I mean, we didn't do anything wrong, right? We saved this woman.
My dice are cursed tonight. I don't want to push my luck.
So you want to take Manic's word for this? Can I I don't know, is reading a stressful situation would that apply to like how much trouble are we actually in?
Yeah, you
right
can
now?
roll that.
Okay. It's a flat roll because Manic gives no fucks. 4? 9.
Okay. You have one of those questions.
4. Where is it? Read the stressful situation. What's the best way to protect the victim? That seems pretty applicable right now.
You can probably avoid any orderlies if you go around through one of the other hallways that the pipes were going towards. And going around, the best place for her to be is either in that closet, or you might be able to get her to the bus.
That's a
Lucky.
bold move.
It crossed my mind.
Like, look, I know I didn't go into this thinking very clearly on what our next step's gonna be, but we're in a complex. It's not like this person's getting magically out. Like, we'll put her in the bus. I'll attempt to sneak by and throw her in the bus or under the bus if need be. But I don't know. Putting her in a closet, I feel like isn't going to necessarily change her situation. But at the same time, we're going into a public space. It's not like they don't ever go out there, and there's also a camera. Well, yes, supposedly we're probably already been on camera, so this doesn't matter anyways.
I'm trying to keep us off camera as much as possible, based on what access I have.
Oh, right.
Am I able to turn off cameras?
Yes. You just have to roll your power for that.
Look, You got bonuses in this, though. You got bonuses in this, not negatives.
Do I get a token back for failing that last roll?
You get tokens for 10 pluses.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember if it was.
Oh, fuck.
I couldn't remember
I
if it
have
was.
not been marking that. I completely have forgotten that.
That means I'm pretty sure you've gotten maybe 2.
I rolled a 12 at one point.
Yeah, you get a token every time.
Okay.
Yeah, 10
Oh,
plus.
sweet. I need to mark that. So I've
So I
got
have-
3 tokens left.
For some reason, I thought this was the one where if you failed, you got a token. Never
Oh, that's
mind.
fair.
That's the other one, yeah.
So, do I have to see the camera in order to interact with it?
Yes.
Dang it.
If you had your tablets, you would be able to do it through that.
So,
What you also might be able to do with your power is erase the footage, or at least make
Okay.
it seem as if it didn't see anything.
do we want to split up? And maybe, like, we can get you to the closet for now, and then I can maybe cover for you, like, establish cover for you to get out to the bus and get Oscar or Ariel or somebody to distract Chuck.
Chuck.
I'm like, what is the name you actually wanted to use? at
It's
this
Charlie, but Chuck.
point? Oh.
Chuck would probably be what Manic calls him.
Oh, 100%. Maybe even CJ for no reason.
Like, that's not even it's not even my
Not even
last name.
close.
I don't know where you got that from.
Charlie Jenkins, it's fine.
My last name is not Jenkins.
Are we sticking together or are we splitting up?
Kim, I think the decision's yours. I'm gonna go towards the bus. I think it's in my opinion, it might be best if you follow. Just so that way you don't get, caught up in anything. I mean, you didn't kill a man, right? That room did.
Alright, hold on. I'm going to, knock out a few of the cameras going down a different hallway. Like, kind of going out from that room. Because the way you're describing it, there's, multiple hallways going from that room.
Yes. Can you roll your power?
I can make an attempt. So 5. Am I using any of the stats, or is it just flat die?
Oh no, you use spirit.
Okay, so 5 plus 2 brings me up to 7. What was the minimum for one?
There is
7
a
the
effect.
success, Yeah.
There's a consequence.
Okay, so 7 gets me up to the minimum there, so let's go with that. Or, yeah, we're going with that either way, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't need to use a token, because it won't do me any good.
Well,
Right?
for use power, you can either roll or use tokens. You cannot use tokens if you are rolling.
Right, and I was just rolling.
Yeah.
So I have 7.
So what would you like the consequence to be?
I don't know, maybe I'd
Well, no,
Maybe the
it
camera
says
breaks?
unuse power.
I'm trying to find where all these things are. Would that be on my character sheet
That would
or
be in
in
the rule
the
book.
doc?
In the doc.
Aha. I'll take 1 harm.
Okay, so you turn off all the hallways in all the cameras in one of the hallways, and you just feel this. You basically point your hand out, and these shocks of electricity come out from all the cameras. They all turn off, but it's like, and you take 1 harm.
Right.
Very well done. Good job. Good job.
But just go.
I'll take the lead. And I will, carrying this woman, jaunt down the hallway.
All right. And you head down that hallway. And for a brief moment, we're going to shift over to Ariel.
That works. I'll be right back. Sorry, my cat's being a shithead.
As cats
Relatable.
are.
So you were continuing to talk to Dr. Garrett. Do you have any more
Yes.
questions for him?
Oh, I'm sure. I'm trying to remember what we were just talking about though. That was a long time ago, and my brain is. So, okay. So, can you tell me what like Oscar's power is?
You will have to ask him.
How long have you been here?
I haven't been here forever, but for a good few years.
Who turned you in?
I wasn't turned in, I was hired.
Oh, so you wanted to be here?
You're aware I'm not a subject, right?
Yeah, I know.
I'm the researcher.
Researcher.
Yes.
She did air quotes. You didn't see that, but
It's because I research. I'm researching.
so am I like, are we the rats then? Do I get a piece of
I
cheese
would-
for doing good?
Prefer not to call you rats. You're not lab rats.
Are you sure?
You're people.
Mhm.
Oh, you.
I mean, tomato, tomato.
No.
You live on Earth.
So- I forgot what I asked. So I was saying to go to bed. So you say we're not lab rats, that we're humans, but humans have choices.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Can I choose to leave?
No.
Why not? You said I'm a human,
Yes. Mostly.
but I can't leave. Mostly. Oh, so
You're a special.
I'm,
You're not fully
so that makes
human.
me less than human.
No, I didn't say that. I said you're not fully human.
No, it's implied.
No.
Oh, it is.
No, it's not.
If I'm
you
not
hear
fully
a
human,
quiet like and you see as Dr. Garrett looks down at his watch and there's this red flash. I'm sorry, I have to go. Enjoy your lunch.
she's going to grab onto Faye and kind of she's going to grab onto her arm and be like, he doesn't see that on his watch. And she's going to use power to, he doesn't see that on his watch. And she's like going to motion. And I'm going to use power to amplify her power.
One issue.
Mm,
You have to convince her to do it.
oh, fuck. Fine, I will charm her with my charming ways.
Yeah,
first.
I think you have like what, -1?
Shut up.
Nah, you got this. You got this.
That's a 7. Fuck you.
They'll do the bare minimum.
That's all I
That's-
need her to do.
That is true.
So I will use power.
Okay.
Fucking hell. Oh, but that's also a 7. Cool.
What is the consequence?
Oh, hold on. I have to look at the use power consequences.
Do any of us have a non-negative for charm?
Manic's got a +1.
Oh, look at him. He's the
so
charmer.
charming.
Charming or intimidating?
It could be interpreted as both.
I don't know. Some people might be into that.
He is.
I'm okay. So, if I say it draws unwanted attention, I assume that means to me specifically. Yes. I'll take unwanted attention.
Okay. So, you feel this energy surge through you. And you can see at your fingertips this green energy move into Faye. You can see the energy go up into her eyes. You can she closes and focuses. Garrett stops. It looks over at you. What was I doing?
You were just explaining to me how I'm less than human.
I was not doing that.
You were, because you're saying that I'm not fully human and humans have choices and I don't have the choice to leave. Ergo, I'm less than human.
I never said humans had choices. Some are forced to do things they don't want to do. Like I'm forced to keep you here.
So you could let me go is what you're saying? Why are you forced? Who's forcing you?
I work for the government. You think I can do whatever I want?
Don't work for the fucking government. That was your choice.
You think I had a choice in this?
Oh, did you not?
I am here because I have to be.
Why?
That is private information.
Well, I'm here because I don't want to be, or something. I don't want to be here.
You're here because of what you are. You are special.
I don't. Why do specials have to be locked up? Are we dangerous? Are we more powerful than humans? Do we get more choices? That's why you're scared of us?
I am not scared of you.
But is the government scared of us?
You'll have to ask the government.
They won't talk to me because I'm stuck in here and they don't want to come talk to me. Garrett, have you read my file?
I made much of it.
Then you know I've never been outside.
Do you want to talk to the government?
Sure.
Fine. I'll see if they'll come down.
The whole government?
The president.
Ooh.
Even though she is a
fancy.
very busy woman.
At least she has a choice of being president. Or
Seeing,
did she not have a choice in that matter
formed
either?
the government, yes.
Everyone else has more choices than me.
Yes, some people don't get a choice.
Yeah, it's fucking sucks.
I know.
How would you know?
I know more than most.
How?
Why do you need to know?
Because I want to know you're not just bullshitting me.
I have to be here.
Why? You keep saying that, but that doesn't mean anything.
Can you roll influence their actions?
No!
Again.
No!
Oh, you got it this time. Easy.
I always had it. I've
Don't give
gotten
her
it every
confidence.
time. Shut up, Patrick.
Give me the bedroll energy. I will take it.
Oh, That's fine. I got a 4.
You got 4?
Well, that's a-
I get it. Yes, I got a 4.
You've made them mad. Be prepared for the consequences.
What? I made him mad?
Yeah,
You know
that was
what? I'm
pretty
done with this
provoking.
conversation.
Can she? All right. So what is his body position right now?
He is very much sitting up very straight and trying to make himself as imposing as he possibly can.
Where is his hand that where's his wrist that has the warning alert thing on it? Is it on the table?
Yes.
She is going to take. Okay, first of all, what are the materials that the bowl and the tray are made out of?
Metal.
Good. She's going to take her tray, and smash it on his wrist
Manic approves.
to break his wristband, not his wrist,
And his
his
wrist.
watch and his wrist.
And his wrist. Like, there's no shot.
I need you to roll. Take up arms.
It's fun. One session, we did not survive.
Ariel.
Well, turns out
I'm
the
so
online
proud of
group
you.
didn't last that long.
I'm so proud
Dang.
of you.
Damn it!
Karish, what was
You have
that?
tokens. You have tokens, right?
It
Oh.
is tokens. It was a double one.
You can't.
Oh, that's
you
That's
can't.
1, 2, 3,
No.
4. I can
Okay.
Oh.
because I have 3 tokens. Actually, I have 4 tokens,
And it's
Uh-huh.
plus.
and I have +2 to Braun, so I
Mhm.
have 4.
Okay.
5, 6, 7. I can spend all but one of my tokens to get a success.
A kind of success.
I have it's enough to break the fucking watch.
A kind of success is still a success.
I will use because spending all my tokens is not going to change. So I'm going to spend 3 tokens. So I have 1 left.
Okay. So you grab it, smash it on his hand. You hear the watch snap as he looks down in horror, pulls out something from his pocket. It is in the shape of, it's similarly shaped to a gun, but it doesn't have a hole for bullets. It doesn't have a muzzle. It's a smooth shape. But he
So
pulls the
kind of like a
trigger.
taser almost, like a taser gun.
Kinda.
Ish.
He pulls the
Or a
trigger.
gun.
You see this beam of energy shoot out at you, of red energy shoot out at you. And this energy basically wraps around you. And you are shocked to unconsciousness. You take 2 harm. Kimberly and Manic. Hey guys, I was hoping you guys would survive for 1 season at least.
What?
He said was asking a lot.
We'll
session
see if you
was asking a
survive
lot.
10 sessions.
We'll be good. We got this. It's fine. Look, I'm just doing what my premonition showed me. All right.
Oh no, you're not the issue here.
Oh. Walking my way down to the bus.
Very intentionally looking like I'm chasing after him, trying to make sure he's not going to cause more.
Uh-huh.
Damn it!
And you stop before you get to the door. You stop because Charlie is there, but he's facing away. He's looking towards. But you do see that Oscar is talking to him. You see this bush. This bush is actually a rare type of berry bush, and it's actually very poisonous, and you don't want to eat them. I don't know why these dumbasses put these dumb things here. Uh-huh. Of course, Oscar. I believe you. Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna look to Kimberly. See, and I thought I was a little crazy.
You're more than a little crazy.
Oh, thanks.
Does it look like if we're able to see Oscar, is he able to see us?
Yes.
Can I try and like signal, like distract him?
Yeah. Oscar kind of sees you, and you can't tell if he notices, but you see as he just grabs Charlie by the collar and just starts shaking him. You don't understand. They're watching me. They're talking. They know what I did. What are you talking about? And Oscar just starts dragging Charlie over to the bush.
All right, he's just gone up like 3 notches. Hell yeah. I will then briskly make my way to the bus.
The camera is out of commission or in commission?
Out of commission.
Okay, cool. Get the bus. I'll lock the door.
And you set the woman down. Okay.
Sure.
I'm not sure. Can you explain what's going on here?
Yeah, so
Where the hell
Down
am
to
I?
the
Who
nugget.
are you people?
Manic, Kimberly, Kim.
What kind of name is
Uh,
Manic?
It's a self-given name. Who are you to judge Subject Zero, whatever, wearing a shirt with just
Who
a
the
zero on it?
hell is Subject Zero?
You.
Look, you've been asleep for 24 years. I don't think you can exactly try to answer a question. Look, basically, you had this headgear on. I pushed it off of you. Well, sorta I pushed it off of you. You then, it started to light up, and the me couldn't lift you, so now me lifted you to leave. That's pretty much it. Kind of confused on where the disassociation is here.
Where am I?
On a bus.
Yeah,
You know
you're in the
damn well
courtyard.
what I'm talking about.
Kim already said it. You're in a facility. You're in.
I know I'm in an eco-life facility. Where am I? Where is it?
Not
We
eco-life
actually know.
facility for one, but
I mean, it is. UEG, United Eco-Life Government. Eco-Life.
However
I'm
you want to
confused.
call it. However you want to call it. I don't know where we are. But what I do know is that you are technically the cause of someone's death.
I've been the cause of several people's deaths.
What do you
This
mean by
brings
that?
up, yes. How did you end up arrested in the first place? Is a good question for us to ask you.
How did I end
Relocking
up
the bus doors, by
arrested?
the way.
Yeah. How did I end up arrested? They were doing some scan, found me. Down in Entity Point.
And we would recognize Entity Point, especially
Yes.
with like, okay.
Entity Point, for some reason, has been seen as very important to the UEG, to the fact that they put a force field of energy surrounding the entire state of Colorado, just to protect it.
Would they, since they have both of them lived in the outside world, would they be able to use cognition to piece together who she is?
Sure. Both of you
Okay.
can roll cognition.
I'll do
Because
that.
Karish is looking at the timeline right now.
Oh no, I looked at it like an hour ago.
Yeah, I know.
But
Jesus. Manic needs to calm down.
Cognition.
Yeah.
So 9 on the dice plus 2, so 11.
And
Okay.
we're very aware.
I'm gonna guess you didn't roll very well.
No, I got a 10.
Oh, okay. So this woman, most likely from all the context clues, is the woman known as Persephone Lord who is the very first special ever found.
Persephone, what?
Lord.
Lord.
And she was from Entity Point.
Yes.
Wow, we're getting so much info session 1.
We'll see if we get more after it.
We'll see how
We're gonna
long you
get gunned
last.
down. We're gonna get gunned down.
Because for the online group, you're lasting however long these characters do.
Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Huh. Well. Kimberly, Kim, do you wanna, I don't know, relay some of that to her?
Like, what kind of conspiracy theories would I have found in the forums?
Some of them would definitely be like they were completely lying. She's not the first special. Or some would be so far to say she's not special at all. They just needed an excuse to take her. There were definitely a lot of now that would say that she has some role in the terrorist group of Cloud, even though it was declared a terrorist group decades after she was taken.
Would we know, like, what they claim her powers are?
Oh, they never said.
So, would your name happen to be Persephone by chance?
God damn it! Don't call me that. I don't like that name. You're gonna call me something. Call me Seth.
Seth. All right, let me jot that down. All right,
Is
Seth.
that
Seph.
Yep, that's what I wrote you down as, Seth. So listen.
I saw that reaction, Krish.
So I don't know what they're gonna do. They're probably gonna come in here. They're gonna eventually find you. They're gonna eventually put you back under.
Oh, I'll
and
know
put
if
you
they're
back on
coming
the
to find
headgear.
me.
Oh, do you have a way to leave?
I never said that. I just know if they'll come to find me.
how's that?
Danger sense. And they're this UEG Ecolife, they are nothing but danger.
Yeah, that's it's an old name for it, but yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I don't care. They were Ecolife
Yeah.
when I was young.
It's a name, no big deal. Well, cool. I still don't necessarily know what Danger Sense is gonna do for you.
It means I'll know when they're coming.
Speaking of, can I grab my tablet and the key card and don't break this and hand the key card to Manic?
Ooh.
Unless you think we should keep it hidden here.
Nah.
See, as you just kind of, you know.
It's fine. I mean, look, they are gonna search us. Make sure we didn't take anything. So maybe it is best to leave it here for now.
Hide it a little bit better in the seat.
It's weird that there's a bus in here to begin with, right? Am I the only one thinking that? How'd they get the bus here? The door couldn't fit that. There's no garage.
Maybe the air lifted it in.
But
There's
why?
a knock on the door to the bus.
I'm
Is it
like,
Oscar?
And you see Oscar standing there.
Oh, I'll open
Oscar.
it then.
Hi, guys. What's going on?
Hey, thanks for the help there, Oscar.
Who's
It
that?
was a big help.
Yeah, I got him to leave.
Mm-hmm. Persephone.
Oscar, how do you get him to leave the courtyard?
He's gonna go get someone to fix the camera. I told him I'd keep watch. No. Don't worry. He's taking a nice nap on one of the benches.
Just look out the window.
You see Charlie splayed across one of the benches.
Oh man, we're so dead. We fucking killed a guy. One is sprawled out. One got a
Oh no!
wristwatch
Don't
broken.
worry. I made him go to sleep.
No, I believe you. He's not the one that we killed.
You killed a guy?
Oscar.
Yeah.
Well, we have you here.
Uh-huh.
How'd you know where to find the key card? In that bush.
What do you mean?
Saw you went and found a key card in that bush
Oh.
you're digging around in looking for gold.
Uh-huh. How do you know that?
How'd you know it was... Doesn't matter.
I would love to know.
Danger sense.
Nah, I
It's a
don't think that's
suspicion.
what that dude.
Ariel said that you found it.
Yeah. In that bush. He gestures to the one that she found it in. I never said anything about my bush. How'd you know
So-
that? Oscar will take a step into the bus.
I'll take a step forwards.
How'd you know that?
Our talents in here.
Mm-hmm.
Mine let me see that you need to find that key card where you did.
Have to do with your power? Is that how you found it?
That's why I just said yes.
Mm-hmm.
So how'd you find it?
Well, I knew it would
How'd
be
you
there.
know? Is that because of your power?
Are you all trustworthy? Yeah,
I mean,
he
not
gestures
got the
to
word,
Manic.
yes.
Yeah, I know you're not, but I know he is. Can he come
your
back now?
secrets are safe with me. Enjoying the stress, honestly.
Uh-huh.
Seeing this all kind of unfold, it's interesting.
All right. Yeah, promise to keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, at least I will. Who am I going to talk to?
Him.
You would tell Ariel.
You'll find out eventually.
All right.
I mean, if you want to tell her, you can, but he looks at Seth. Hey, you're not going anywhere anytime soon. Is the door closed now?
Yeah, I'd close it behind him when he got in.
Okay.
I'll relock it.
You see Oscar reach into one of the pockets in his pants, and he pulls out what appears to be another key card. This one appears to be a copy of another one. Dr. Garrett's.
He's got a level 9 key card.
This will get you anywhere.
Well, shit.
Getting into trouble.
Uh-huh.
Well, you don't necessarily need that key card, right?
About what?
Stuff.
Oh no,
Have you
I just
gone into
wanted to
other
show.
rooms?
I just wanted to show it to you, and maybe give it to you. Not you. He hands it to Kimberly.
It's alright, I got my own.
Uh huh.
I hit it back in the seat.
Never mind, I don't have it. Totally forgot immediately.
Would you believe it if I said I'm here to free all of you?
No. No, not at all.
He reaches into his other pocket and he pulls out a badge, a cloud badge. The Central Leaders of Unity and Defense, otherwise known as the local terrorist organization in the country, or at least so the UEG says.
What do the forums say?
The forums say the
Conspiracy.
UEG is bullshit.
Yeah, it's all lies. It's all true.
In fact, you're probably sure some higher ups in Cloud use the forums. I'm here to free all of you.
So, with how much time Kimberly would have spent on the forums, probably more their line of thinking, especially after being locked up in here.
hmm
Okay.
I'm here to get all of you out. All of you are very important. You guys, you can do tremendous things that we need to take the UEG down.
I mean, that
You keep
sounds
saying that.
decent enough.
Are we getting out like now? Like right now?
I don't got the resources yet, and my ride's not here. Though
Is this bus
if we
is this
suit
bus-
up this bus, we might be able to get through that wall there.
maybe if we put like a big balloon on top, we could ride it into battle?
You're funny. Like some kind of battle bus? Whoa.
I feel like I'm just gonna blow up this bus now. Jinx engine. Anyways. Okay, then great. So what's gonna happen with her?
Well, we're taking her with us.
Any
Well,
idea
not
where we
right
can
now.
any idea where we can keep her safe for now?
Right here will work. They don't really check this spot.
I'm aware.
So right here, we're just fine.
How big is this courtyard?
Well, it's big enough to hold a bus.
Well, yeah, I got it, and a couple benches.
It's a decently sized courtyard.
In my head, I was imagining like just a big open room. Like that's it.
I mean,
just
it's
flat,
outside.
a bus there. Yeah, it's outside.
But yeah,
Interesting.
and don't worry, I took care of most of the cameras out here.
I thought that was you, Kimberly.
I took care of the still active cameras.
That technician.
Were you the technician?
Nah. He's an inside man.
You know,
Couldn't take down that camera though. Too suspicious.
you have to have one. But no, that makes sense. That does make sense. I think someone mentioned that. Don't remember who. Somebody did. But well, looks like things are kind of dying down, mellowing out. Real exciting news though that we're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna, you know,
Ah, I see. Good. I don't like seeing you.
charmed.
Fuck off. Bring my name back.
Manic will kind of go off into a daze and open up the door to the interrogation room, lean in, hand on his chin. That was fun. It's been a while. A lot happens.
You didn't have to kill him.
I didn't. It was a set of circumstances. The room pretty much killed him.
Were the cause.
Well, I was the cause of the door. If anything, the facility's the one that killed him. Bottom line is we did what we had to. We saved Persephone, or Seth, as she wants to go by. And, you know, I'd call it a win. That guy was some no-name. We don't have to worry about him, but we didn't kill him. The building did. Malfunction. There's no blood on our hands. Maybe Kimberly's. She did grab him by the boot.
There's a lot of blood on our hands.
Hmm. Probably a little more than you know. Have fun.
And Nam is
Oh, fuck. That was a lot to take in. Sorry that you went through that, Kimberly. I'm just gonna stay idle for a little bit.
Is there any kind of like marks on my hands from the feedback from the cameras?
Yeah, there's a little burn, but it's not that bad.
Okay. So you heard all what Oscar said here, or
Yeah. It's a little weird to explain, but it's like I'm kind of looking through a glass window.
she leans towards Oscar. So do you actually have powers, or
Oh, I
you
do.
just what are they?
He leans uncomfortably close. He's still a little crazy, even if he's supposed to. Even if he's an inside man. Nah, I'm just fucking with you.
Oh,
Oh,
I actually marked that down.
nah, this facility is not for that kind of stuff. Fun fact: everyone here has some power that has to do with mental stuff.
Gathered that. Gathered that.
Nah. I can. It's only slightly. Can somewhat manipulate how people are feeling. That's how I got him to sleep.
So you didn't knock him out, but you kind of did.
I made him very relaxed, and he went right to bed.
Is his heart still beating relaxed?
Yeah, I'm not gonna kill a man like that.
I figured, seeing as you're not the biggest fan of Manic, but just wanted to make sure.
No, I would only take a man's life if he was threatening me or someone I know. You know?
I get it.
Well,
What's Persephone doing during all this?
She is so out of it. She has no idea how to take in any of this.
yeah. Well, okay. So here's the thing, Persephone. You're gonna have to hide in here. Do you have feelings in your legs yet?
I can't really feel my legs at the moment. I'll get
Okay.
there.
Well,
Did they like tranquilize you in some way, or
I mean, if you haven't moved your legs in like 20 years, then you're probably not going to be able to walk very well.
what we can do is we can hide you under the seats, lay out some cushion or something, make it a little bit more comfortable.
I'll
but-
try. We'll see how it goes.
Well, I mean, we can move you under there. If that helps.
That's fine. I'll figure it out.
Well,
What's
if
the
we
name?
want to... Go ahead.
Does the name Garrett mean anything to you? I don't know how long he's been here or been working on stuff like
Who?
this.
I don't know anyone named Garrett. Who's that?
The smiling face we get to deal with every day.
The doctor?
Yeah.
When I was taken, I think it was some guy named Reed. Dr. Reed or whatever, I don't know. I don't remember. They neglected to give me his first name.
Is it Spencer?
Spencer. Of course you did.
Real young guy. Real smart, though.
Kind of long hair.
We're going to shift.
Doctor.
The camera will pan. Or we're going to shift over to
Cameras
Ariel.
are broken though.
What?
We're breaking all the cameras though.
Josh. We're going to shift over to Ariel. Oh. Ariel, you come to in a dark room. You are in a sickly green jumpsuit with a 27 on it. You are strapped to a chair. Dr. Garrett is
Sitting up.
standing across from you. You are sitting up.
Okay.
I didn't want to
No.
do that.
It's even uglier than the last outfit.
And this is the one you're going to have to be stuck with.
Ah, taking more choice away from me, I see.
Oh no, you don't get any more choices, Miss Holmes.
How's your wrist?
You see, it doesn't. His hand does not look good.
Is it like at
It's
least
all
wrapped
bandaged.
or something?
Yeah, it's like at his it's in a sling to hold it up. Braced. Why did you do that? I'm just trying to help you.
You say that, but it doesn't feel like it.
You think you think the people out there are going to treat you better than me in here? They hate specialists out there. You're a monster out there.
Yeah, you already went over it. My power's pretty useless without anyone, so as long as I avoid all the specials, which are locked up with no choice, then I'm just normal. I'm just a human.
The humans don't care. If they found out you're a special, they're not going to treat you well. They're going to treat you like a monster. They don't care what you can do. It's the fact that you're not like them.
And why do you care?
I care. Because I don't want to happen to you what happened to my family. I'm here because I have to be. I'm
Your
here
family
because I don't want
specials?
you to end up like my daughter.
Is she a special?
Yes. But
Is
I
she in a
tried
facility?
my best to hide her from the UVG. I didn't want her to be taken. But
Least you loved her
unfortunately,
then.
something else got to her first. Those people out there, they're monsters. The monsters they think that you are. I don't want that to happen to you. And I've done my best to keep that from happening. But you have to stay here. They're going to kill you out there.
At least out there, I would have had a family.
You
You
would have had a
loved your
family.
daughter.
Your family's the one who gave you.
I know, but I could choose a family. At least you fucking loved your daughter. enough to protect her, enough not to just hand her over for her entire life to never even know anything outside of this fucking facility. Every day of my life has been in the same goddamn halls. I don't even know where I am in relation to the fucking planet Earth. At least out there, I would have some knowledge of something other than this.
I understand. I promise I do. But unfortunately, I don't get. I'm about as much a prisoner here as you. I can't leave, and I can't let you leave. So unfortunately, you're just going to have to stay in that chair until we figure out what to do. As he goes, as there's an orderly walks in and starts placing this odd device on your head, strapping it to you, tightening the bolts, and it turns on. The camera shifts. Manic, you're in the interrogation room, alone, as you tend to be. But there's a presence in the corner of the room. A very familiar one. I found the way in.
Oh.
It was a lot easier than I thought it would be.
Well, do tell. I'm dying to know.
One of you left the door unlocked.
Oh. Son of a bitch.
Do you know?
Ooh, ooh.
Do you know what you are?
Not the faintest idea, really.
You are going to be perfect. And that is where we will end this episode of Entity Point, The Subjects. Thank you for watching.
We survived.